said, you know, that's Professor Griffith. I saw about 2 weeks before that he had the white girl. And I said, that's Professor Griffith, his new white girl. And my brother was like, damn, I wish you would have told me. I'd have stepped to that motherfucking nigga. You know. Got a doggone white woman. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the doggone world. Professor Griffith, Gil Scott Heron. You know, and I'm saying, damn, the list goes on and on. We compile the list. I'm like, well, damn, we'll be adding, you know, every damn month we'll be adding new people to the doggone list. You know what I'm saying? To the list. But got a doggone white woman. This is major shit. Now, yeah, I got this is the stuff I was looking for. This section right here. Now, going right along. You see right here? Get some other stuff going on. Okay, I got all that in order. So we can line this thing up. We know in the complete prophecies of Nostradamus, it said that Saturn will return, yet Saturn will come yet later its return. But the empire will be changed to black nations. That's in the Nostradamus. Also in Nostradamus, they say America will not be able to save herself by sea, which means she can't go around the world and fight anymore. But it will be between two rivers. She will fear a furious black wrathful hand will make her bend the knee. The two rivers are the two oceans, because he said, I'll write in cold. You see, this is in the complete prophecies of Nostradamus' book. As well as one, they say, the empire will be vexed by African fleets. So he was talking about some type of firepower or whatever type thing and all. Well, we got some good shit here, because if we get out here timing up, maybe the thing might not be gone. But I did a little something back in 1994 that damn near could have ended my career if this shit didn't go off. You know, because I was in the slave theater and I told him, I said, well, and see, this is good because, see, but I'm getting ahead of myself, but anyway, I want to get that particular part there. Bear with me 1 minute. 1 minute here. Page 29. This is the celestial ship of the north, which this book here is probably key. Shit that's going on right now, especially, or with all of it, but especially part 2 in the astrological aspect of this thing. Astrological and astronomical. This thing is very key. But on page 29, the Negroes were thought to be the mystical sons of Ham or Cam. Page 29 in this book. And the Hebrew derivative of the Egyptian god called Sebek Kronos, a second phase of the sun and the first mother, who when he became the planetary Saturn, whose color was black. So the word Saturn, you get the word Saturday, Sat, Satan, the new, look at the old devil. You see what I'm saying? So Saturn and Satan is the same, you know what I'm saying? You think it's some man out on the ground with some pitchfork shit. But anyway, whose color is black? Astronomically, the planet Saturn, because I talked about this before in earlier lectures, astronomically, the planet Saturn is of great importance to the Negro race today because it indicates the bringing over or a bridging over of a new condition into a new earthly development, which has to do with Africa, where Saturn has always been peculiarly important, Astronomically, the polarity of Saturn must be repolarized in Africa by the Negro race. Saturn can never reach her highest expression in a new cycle except in the bridging periods in which the Negro race, the primitive people belonging to the most innermost past, only a few remnants of correlating races remaining. And what they're talking about here, they're talking about an ancient one. It's one of the most ancient that's in the West. Remember, the word Osiris means West. That's talking about us, the body of Osiris coming back together. Dispersed in slavery and coming back together. That's why the book says, through the greater land of exile. Now, this prophecy came true on April 23rd of 1994 when the Dogon did that Siggy ceremony in 1994. Suppose they got another one coming up in 2001. Isn't that 2001? That one in... They did that one. This scared the shit out of them. the government, because at the same time they were doing this sacred dance, they do a dance, and to recap this stuff so we can line this stuff up, because this coincides with the election. So now, they do the dance every 60 years, but it's worth one city ceremony in Dogon, West Africa, Mali, is worth 2 Hemmitt ceremonies in Hemmitt, which is the birthday of Osiris. And it repolarizes, in this sacred dance they do, they're supposed to repolarize Saturn and Jupiter. Well, the last one, they said, one of the last ones we do it, it's all over. And the one that went down on April 23rd, when that went down on April 23rd, it is interesting because it scared the shit out of them, because who would ever know that the Egyptians that is in this country had the Freaknik on the same day? It's not by coincidence that shit happened this way. Shit just don't happen by coincidence. The average white person tell you there ain't no goddamn coincidence. You only believe some bullshit like that. Ain't it funny how we're the less spiritual now? Because we have become left brain. You see what I'm saying? But it's interesting. They had the Freaknik, and right after that, Bill Campbell and all them niggas, and even Steve Copley told you that what's that? The cat that hang Vernon Jordan was out in California at one of the Boule meetings, which is the Lynx meetings, talking about stopping the Freaknik in Atlanta a year before it's supposed to come. Because under the behest of Clinton and the Illuminati and them, they said, we gotta stop this shit, because who would ever know by coincidence the African was doing a Siggy ceremony and these niggas was boogieing down here in Atlanta. Then all the bullshit came in, they put the clones in, and all the riffraff came in, and all the crazy stuff came in. But it scared the shit out of me. If you don't think it's important, the government knows it's important. You see what I'm saying? So your whole Siggy ceremony went down. That's very key, but it's talking about this same bridging period of Saturn, which you bridge Saturn and Jupiter. You see what I'm saying? Saturn and Jupiter. So here's another prophecy that's going on, which it says in Nostradamus' prophecy, the nations will be changed to black, and a furious black woman will make them bend a knee, but it says Saturn will come yet late to its return. So all this is dealing with the same aspect of what's going on, and in this particular book, Celestial Ship of the North, which is a key book at this particular time, because a lot of shit that's going on right now is going on in this particular book that they banned in the 40s. You see what I'm saying? They banned this book in the 40s and stuff, and I found this book through mistake. You see what I'm saying? You never see this stuff in bibliography. So this is very key. What is going on? Now stick with me on this type of thing. Let's go through a couple other things right here. Now I'm just curious how this Martin Luther King shit never ends. Now they're getting ready to build a statue in the memorial of the mall in Washington, D.C. A memorial statue in the mall of Washington, D.C. Now this is conspiracy at the highest, because the whole key is that you would think that no other black person ever did any damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Ever did any damn thing. And we're talking about, if you want to talk about a weak specimen of a doggone black man, it would be goddamn Martin Luther King. You get all teary-eyed all the hell you want to. It's like John Henry Clark said, when they blew them 3 little girls up in that damn church, you don't let a motherfucker kill your daughters. That's universal. You go to war, you even die. Remember they said on the Napoleon thing, they said they went up into Spain, and Napoleon forgot one thing. They said he didn't realize that they had a people in Spain that loved their country as much as he loved France. And them motherfuckers said, we'll fight with damn shovels, beer bottles, or whatever we got our hands on. You see what I'm saying? And we'll win. That's the way the shit goes. If you are united around a principle, the earth plane, and there certain metaphysical principles, you will win. So you don't let a motherfucker kill your goddamn daughters. You see what I'm saying? When they blew them damn children up and shit, we've been punks every goddamn since. Because we let a goddamn asshole convince us to wear somebody down with love. That dumb shit. That's contradictory. That's schizophrenic. You see what I'm saying? So now, to build a mall with him, is still trying to put forth, number one, first of all, that no other black people ever did anything. You know what I'm saying? They still ain't talking about the genius of Du Bois. You see what I'm saying? In different, so no other black, so they still pumping this thing. And I want to know, I'm in Austin, Texas, which they say is down 4% black. And they got a Martin Luther King damn street in Austin, Texas. Now they saying damn near in every street. Maybe you go to fucking North Dakota, they got a Martin Luther King flag. That is by design. But remember when I was a brother from ITC told me back in 92 that Martin Luther King was not a messiah for us, but was a messiah for white people. Brother from ITC, the preacher school, said that Martin Luther King was the messiah for white people. It's very key, because we even found out some other stuff on why they put the doggone street in the Confederate graveyard. Oh, this shit opens up, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, bear with me. If there's ever some chance of cloning, let me give you an example. They know, despite how ignorant they tried to make it, they know that the rap phenomenon was such a great phenomenon that it took over the world. Anytime you have damn Asians rapping, just rapping and shit, all like little rats and shit. Rap contest. And now you got goddamn Chinese motherfuckers rapping. What an oxymoron that is. But to show you the awesome force, and that's why they had to put the ignorant stuff up in there. Right. But for years, they've been trying to filter into Christianity. Christian rap groups, and that shit was not working. Because in order to be in the rap, you gotta be hard. And it don't mix. Christian rap groups, that shit doesn't work. So what they did, they go in, they take one that's already on top, Mace, clone that motherfucker ass. So what happened? Come on now, cut the dumb shit out. Ain't that much Jesus in the world, you on top. You know, I mean, damn, Al Green went to that shit after that hot grits hit his ass. That motherfucker wasn't God to abdicate the throne when that nigga was on top. It's only when that hot grits hit his motherfucker ass, he started talking that Jesus shit. When the woman ran in there and shot herself. You see what I'm saying? But here it is, Mace, millionaire, all of a sudden now, he quit. He going to Clark. You see what I'm saying? What's the idea of going to damn college if you're already rich? It's not like you're going to get a goddamn education. That's the first rule of the cult technology of power. Cult technology of power in America, education is not allowed. So I don't know what the fuck you got. You ain't got an education. That's why they made me stay up in there for 8 years to tell you that shit. Now I challenge any motherfucker up in there say they got a goddamn education. Education is not allowed in this country. You might have some training, some correspondence course. You can get that same shit out of a goddamn comic book. And Sister Devil made a good observation. This shit, and it's true because I know this for a fact, this shit is about getting you hooked on college loans. That's the key. That's a good observation. That's what this whole shit is. Get your ass to get hooked on them damn college loans and you fucked. Then you gotta go work. You can't start the goddamn business. You gotta go work. You can't go and start no shit making no fried rice and some fucking chicken wings. You gotta go to work. Because they start garnishing that check. See what I'm saying? And when you sign up for the college loan, you automatically register for the draft. I know that for a fact. You automatically register for a draft. So when the wall comes, they go, we got your ass. Well, no, I know, motherfucker, you signed the college loan shit. So it ain't no more about I'm going to be in college and no. That saves me, no, you automatically register with a draft when you sign the damn college loan. First rule, education's not allowed. So Mace didn't go to college for no education. Homeboys up there with coffee in them, next thing you know, he out. And now what he doing? See, they couldn't start a nigga talking about some Jesus Christ rap thing. No, they had to get one that was already popular, and now he talking about his own ministry. See what I'm saying? They still trying to break that whole Christianity thing in the fields of rap. Well, they can do it now because the number one rapper is a white boy now. Sure. He just so happened to be good as hell. You gotta get that motherfucker what's hand called for. But we see the hokey doke, that damn Eminem. You see what I'm saying? That's a white boy. And all the groups all the R&B groups this year was white. NSYNC, sure. Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears. Sounded like niggas. Sure. They done took shit in 1988 with the #1 rap, the #1 soul album for 1988 was George Michael. Beat out Luther. Luther been out there for 10 years. Carol all fucked up. And couldn't get nothing until the 90s. So they done took that shit over so they can do what they want to do. The Kirk Franklin shit didn't work for most people. But they was itching this shit up in there. So all of a sudden, Mace doing the ministry thing. Very key. Let me show you some other science that you got to understand this type thing. They got the show on The View. And they got all them skinny ass white women. Even old ragged ass, stink ass, rheumatism ass, arthritic ass fucking Barbara Walters. All of them Methuselah and shit. Know what I'm saying? Probably get cancer just being in the same damn room with that old nasty, drag nasty ass, skink asshole. But she's skinny. Now this ain't got nothing to do with the black woman being synonymous with fat. But you gotta understand why they got all them skinny women, even got a little Asian girl, because they kick one old dumbass white girl off, put the Asian. Why is it that Star Jones is up in there? Bitch come out of nowhere. You see what I'm saying? She up in there amongst them and all. It's by design. See, okay, she can be the great lawyer. She can be talented. You gotta understand how Hollywood does things. You gotta understand how Hollywood moves. They don't have Star Jones up in there because she's a very talented black woman. They got her up in there because she's fat and they're trying to fulfill the same doggone Hattie McDaniel archetype from 1939 that has been plaguing the black community. Look at psychological aspect. Why is it that? Yeah, we got a lot of heavy black women in the black community. If you do your study, you'll probably find out that psychologically that it's on the TV set. If you keep seeing an archetype of a same doggone weight, subconsciously, they can activate the weight up in your ass. See what I'm saying? It's not by design that Star Jones, so we gotta look at things. It's not by design, excuse me, it is by design, and it's not by accident that Star Jones is the only one up and the only black person and happen to be fat. See what I'm saying? This is very key. You know, Oprah lost that little bit of weight that time. You remember that time on one of them shows? She lost that weight and them white people said, we hate you now. Say, we was gonna have you come to eat in my house. Now look at you, yo nasty ass bitch from fucking damn Houston, Texas and shit in a trailer home talking about a multi-millionaire, what black woman, we gonna have you to eat at our house. But now we don't even like you. You see what I'm saying? But I'm trying to say it ain't got nothing to do with fat having anything to do with being wrong. But you gotta understand why they choose shit. And Star Jones is amongst them goddamn skinny ass white women, including no ragged ass Barbara Walters stink damn rheumatism ass. And you gotta understand what this thing is about. It's very key, man, because mind control runs America. Understand this shit. Mind control runs America. Let's go on. Let's see, I want to, a few other things. So, the whole Mace thing is very key that you understand that. Now, it's interesting here because what you do, if you want to cut some energy, now remember I said this, is to get everybody to unite and celebrate the millennium the year before the millennium starts. The millennium is in January, based on the Gregorian calendar. But you get all the celebration the year before the shit starts. That's because we want to have this shit low. When the shit really come in, nobody's celebrating because it might activate some shit up in you. We on the verge of this thing. Y'all just stick with me. Y'all stick with me. Let me just get through a few other things right here. A white historian explains how, in their minds, the white man has advanced in the world, but through the white perspective, they're saying that the world is a better place based on the advancement of white people. See how they think on that psychopathic racist white mind? Gotcha. Now Africa is fucked up. You see what I'm saying? Now they built Germany back in goddamn 20 years.
With our money, with our tax money.
They built Japan back.
With our money.
And yet Africa is fucked up. Remember how the whole shit was all, even your Olympics was started based, and your Olympics and your doggone UN was started based on the Berlin Conference. And the Berlin Conference, because the Kaiser in Germany, the Kaiser wanted to get their share of Africa, because you know France had their little shit. Right. You see what I'm saying? And all the European countries, Italy, and a whole bunch of ones, you know what I'm saying, had their particular part. Portugal, the whole 9 yards, and Germany had gotten shortchanged on it, and your Berlin Conference started, which set up the damn UN. You see what I'm saying? Which set up the doggone UN and the damn Olympics. The modern Olympics. All this shit coincides. Now, they built Germany back damn near in 20 years. See what I'm saying? But yet Africa is fucked up. You see what I'm saying? So, and Australia and all this particular thing here, see. So, the new word for white supremacy is globalization. You've been hearing that shit. Globalization. That's the new word for white supremacy. Let me know when you want to change out and stuff like that. It's global. You got to understand this particular thing on how this particular thing is going on. Now, a few other things here. I want to get this thing so we can get this thing just right. This PBS shit is mind control. Isn't it funny how all the damn shows is some British shit? You know, it's got some old British sitcoms and shit like that. Even Star Wars. Why is it that the most elite people in Star Wars, all 4 episodes, speak, it's an American movie, 20th Century Fox, American movie company, but yet everybody is British speaking. Except the hero, the 3 heroes, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, you see what I'm saying, like that and all. They're all American. But amongst the elite people, it's all British. You see what I'm saying? It's all British and shit, you see. Very key. That's why even the part with Darth Vader and stuff, it still gives you that type of British type of accent in a way. It's a little bit removed, but it's very key that you understand this, because that's all a part of the doggone, that's all a part of the mind control of what's going on. Now, let's see what else now. I want to get this thing just right. Hold on 1 minute, because I just want to see if I got anything else on this particular hard copy. This particular hard copy. When I was down in Augusta last weekend, the brother Leotis right here showed me a video after we did the actual lecture. He showed me a video, and the video, they got a video out called Red Ink. This shit is on the Atlanta child murders. And this shit is amazing, man. They got a video out. You got it from Blockbuster, right? Yeah. Called Red Ink. It's a low budget. Remember they had that Dogon movie a couple of years ago, low budget, but they dropped a lot of shit up in it. Remember that movie? It was a movie about the Dogon, and it had a descendants of the Dogon here in America. Remember that movie? Somebody? Huh? The Gifted. It's low budget, but it dropped a lot of shit. They got a movie out on Atlanta child murders, and they're talking about the whole interferon, and they had the children in there with the incisions in the testicles. They even had one of the little girls looked like she was about 80 years old. That's interesting. Remember, I was in the lecture down on Edgewood when one of the Atlanta child murder mothers came to me and said, yeah, one of my children was taken, and they took me to see her, she said. So apparently they wasn't dead. She said, they took me to see my daughter. My daughter looked like she was 80. They said they had gray hair and all kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? They're dropping all this in the doggone movie. Then when they go to the crackers, they're supposed to be, it's Hollywood. They're supposed to go to the crackers. They're supposed to be behind this thing. They go to shoot one guy. He's a police officer. The 2 black guys go in and shoot him. And he says, stand down, you trained monkeys. And they drop their guns. And it have to be the same white boy hanging out with the same 2 black person. The white boy stepped through and shoot him. Because the white boy is not the trained monkey. That shit got that shit right on the video. You did one when you showed me that shit. Red Ink is the name of this particular video. Red Ink, very key. Very key. Now, moving right along. Let's go into some science. What time is it?
Yeah, 15 after 6.
15 after 6, so we got some good time. Okay. Let's go into some stuff. Right now, I often ask this question: how is it that the damn white man just 100 years ago was on a damn buckboard in a fucking stagecoach, horse shit all over the street? And in the 20th century starts, you sit here in a damn space station. Now, this goes back to say, and we've always asked this question as conscious black people: how in the hell a caveman can take over the world?
Thank you.
It still don't average up. You got all these thousands of Africans and indigenous people around the world. How can a caveman take over the world? Now, we know the Moorish thing setting up prophecy and trying to train these people because they understood prophecy that we'd be enslaved. They're just looking into the future. But then again, the Egyptians say that in the Hermetica. And in the Thrice Great Hermes, that you will be in a land, a strange land. You see what I'm saying? As slavery. They say your body will be Egyptian, but your mind will be of another race. Now, that's prophecy like a motherfucker there. The point I'm trying to make is how the damn white man take over the earth. Now, your boy, Gods of Eden, where's that book? This is the earlier hardback copy of it. Gods of Eden. You can get this now for like $4. Paperback, like $4. And the whole concept here is that the world is being run by aliens. Okay. On one hand, you say this is ridiculous, because we say that take the spot off the white boy. You see what I'm saying? And so that take the spot off the white boy. But he's trying to allude to something up in here, and it might be code on what they're talking about. Well, I know it's code. It's not the aliens as far as an alien government where they got some reptilians or whatever the type thing, or these particular things like that. But now, like I say, in order for us to offshoot what this white boy is saying, to get things right, we have to go back to our ancient texts and set the record straight. Now, based on our ancient texts, based on the Gnosticism, it's not physical aliens, but they do have a hierarchy. Remember, I talk about the demiurge. It's all in the Gnostic, Bentley Leighton's Gnostic scriptures. The Nag Hammadi Library. Library dug up in 1945, where we talk about a hierarchy called the demiurge. So that means that there's a group, or there is a spiritual group that don't want us to usurp power. It's like that clause: you got to be in the house when you're 18. No, you got to be in the house for 12. But there was a clause in the doggone in the house, in the agreement: when you turn 18, the house goes to you. And you get to run everybody in the house and tell them, you need to shut the hell up. This is my shit. But what happens is, they don't tell you about the clause and you still coming in before 12. You're 22. You see? So, based on us usurping the power, there's a whole spiritual, angelic force, mainly your archangels, Archangel Michael and all of them, who don't want us to go and start ruling, because it is prophetic that we were supposed to become higher than the gods. So this demiurge, they run the government, and they gave the government, not that, see, that's what throw you off. They talking about, they met on an Air Force base, and they gave them all kind of technology, gave the government all kind of technology, these aliens. That's not what it is. It is this psychic realm. And they get channels from this psychic realm of these particular forces that don't want us to rise. And as a result, in the beginning of the 20th century, they gave them all types of technology so that they could become world dominant. That's what Tesla and all of them was dealing with. Well, they say he was going on these different astroplanes and getting this particular information. And they have their little wars where they took Tesla out. You see what I'm saying? They put it in the movie Chain Reaction because he wanted to give free energy. And Mobile came in, and Shelley Mobile killed him. But they put it in the movie Keanu Reeves with Chain Reaction, and they put Morgan Freeman as like the Illuminati man. But that also tells a story that the new Illuminati man is also black people. Now, the key here is they got a hierarchy that gave them technology. Well, this is not as far-fetched as the alien thing if you take it back to the Gnostic scriptures and Gnosticism and the ancient stuff that the ancient Egyptians were saying, even in the Kabbalah. In one aspect of the Kabbalah, they say, we need to be quiet, lest those up in the heavens may hear us and conspire against us. Very key, because it's all in the movie Clash of the Titans. And Jason and the Argonauts, where they got damn Zeus and them looking down on the people. And the people making moves and stuff, and Zeus and them playing with people's lives. You see what I'm saying? Playing with people's lives. This is African mythology, because you know the Greek mythology comes from the Etruscans. And we showed you the picture last year of the black Greek Etruscan looking like Isaac Hayes. Remember that last year? That big ass lip, you don't get a lip that fold in half like that, not unless you Africoid. Only one people got a damn lip so big till the motherfucker fold in half like a damn fortune cookie. So these are the original Greeks. So the whole Zeus pantheon and Hephaestus theogony and all that stuff is legitimate. It's legitimate. Now, you'll see what's going on with the games that the gods is playing in the Jason and the Argonaut movie, as well as Clash of the Titans. We even got the same shit going on in the coffin text, where Ryan and them is conspiring against some stuff, and a whole lot of fucked up shit is going on in the heaven realm. You see what I'm saying? So they got a whole crew. Now, I ran up into them about 2 months ago. 2 months ago, let me give out this number. I was giving out on Sister Oshun, so I need to give out this and all. I done got to go ahead to give this out. Y'all all right? Yeah. This sister here, thanks to Sister Myra, helped me to this. And so to send some stuff her way and stuff, so you know she can get some cash. Here's a psychic now. There's a way you're gonna have to do this. First of all, her name is Sister Marlowe. And we already done talked with about this thing to send her some money on that particular way. The number is 404-256-9601. I said, now Marlo, are you sure you want this shit? Because you might have to change your goddamn phone number now. Because they gonna ring that phone off the hook. She said, no, shit. I need some cash, you know, hell. You know, so Sister Marlo is hell. Now Marlo walked me on through my house. She's out in Sandy Springs. And she walked me all through my house and showed me everything was on my damn, everything that was on my wall. She said, yeah, that's your wall. You got a Duke Ellington picture right there. She said, you got candles in the floor right there. So she got some remote viewing shit going on. She was right there tapping in.
Can you read that number again?
Yeah, the number is 404-256-9601. So the first 256-9601. Her name is Sister Marlowe. The first time she was doing some stuff, she was reading, I said, no, you kind of off, but I figured out, she said, no, you got to keep on talking, and I got to get to know you, and it'll start tapping in. So by the next day when I rang the damn shit, her shit was right on point by the end of the night. So she had to zero in. It's like locating your ass in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? In the Matrix and stuff like that. So we're going to do this. Now, what I did was, about 2 weeks into having conversations with her, I said, let me start calling on some entities out here. And I start calling on some entities, and the entities start coming in and giving me shit. And I noticed some stuff. I noticed these motherfuckers up there lying. You know, they was lying, and they play a lot of games, but see, they have very advanced beings. And they will play with you. And I'm talking about some of the motherfuckers on our side, because what happened was, like Brother Juju said, Bobby, you calling on entities, some of them ain't had their names called in millions of years. And they don't like you to wake them up. And I told him, I told Obaka, I said, y'all a bunch of fucking niggas up there, ain't you? He said, yep. There's some shit going on, I'm telling you. There's some shit going on the damn psychic realm. If you ever tapped into this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And there's ways that you gotta key into this stuff, but there's people you call on, and if you don't call them a specific name, these demiurges come down and they'll give you a lie. And I told Sister Marlo, you got to be specific. You got to call on my guy. You got to call on segment. And I say, then if you really want to get some shit, call on the ones that the damn book says enemies. I say, so call on Tyson. And Tyson was like, hey, brother, they all bullshitting you down there. I say, yeah, because your name is Mud in their book. But I'm telling you, they had me going for a minute. I'm like, well, goddamn now. So no, when we getting the hell up out of here? They was like, in so many words, never. I'm saying, wait a minute now. All this bullshit here ain't worth a damn. We gotta stay in slavery. Well, you got your realm and we got ours. I'm saying, okay, I got the shit. Y'all don't want to usurp the power. See, they got some shit going on, and it's some of our own entities. You got your realm. I'm saying, wait a minute. Then I ask, and then I say, and in the middle of the shit, I say, wait a goddamn minute. I'm in control. We're the ones that you gotta bow down to. Then they say, your wish is my command. See, it's a head game. If you ask them when they're getting out of it, they can tell you when, because you're the motherfucker supposed to say when you're getting out of here. It's very key. There's a lot of games going on this thing here. I know that some of you think this shit is crazy, but if you ever tap into these particular realms, believe me, I've been in this occult a long time, and I know this shit. You see, I know this shit because I remember this stuff even with me and Ginger. It was a bunch of us in the house on my birthday back in 1994. And some stuff was going on, and it was fucking over us, and Ginger started crying and shit, man, and they was laughing at us. I said, wait a minute, something's going on here. And then I get deeper and deeper and deeper into this particular science. And then I find out now that it's like Wendy O'Flaherty out of the University of Chicago said, she said, I've studied these Sanskrit texts, and I'm telling you that the gods that we all worship is some of the most devious, cutthroat bastards in the damn universe. And she said the ones that they call evil a lot of times are some of the most decent ones. You see what I'm saying? This is very key what's going on. And these particular ones are on the side of the United States government. It's in the Vodun-Gnostic workbook where they say they be still giving these particular, they do these rituals to keep these particular entities alive, because these entities tell them, look, these black people are making moves. So we say, wait a minute, how did the white man know to come and control us this way? And every move we make, they 10 years up ahead of us, fucking over us. That's because they got some advanced, intelligent people, especially under Christianity. That's what all these churches is here. They're shrines to the demiurge under the three major religions: Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. You see what I'm saying? And you got your papacy, your pope. This shit is all set up with some elaborate system. And they channel these people and they tell them, look, they're moving this way, so you gotta do this. They're moving that way and you gotta do this. This is key, and I'm locking in to what I'm talking about based on this election. Now, O'Flaherty, your Mahabharata war that went on was a war that went on where the gods caused the war with the humans to kill off the humans because the humans was going to rise. That war went on, that Mahabharata war has been going on for the last 10 or 20 years. So what I'm trying to say here is, even the technology with the crack, the technology with a lot of stuff, they tell these white people what to do. They're not that brilliant, but they got a hierarchy of entities that's working with white people that made them take over the world. So the simple fact that they can hold black people down, this is true shit. It's in the Sanskrit text. We are beyond the time trying to make some motherfuckers believe some shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's beyond that. This is not one of those type of things where we're trying to make you believe something. Get where I'm coming from here? It's beyond that.
Yeah, Bob, I was thinking about this too. You meet like these blacks, these Uncle Toms, where you be like, how in the world can this black be, they would be maybe...
Well, a lot of them are clones too.
Yeah.
A lot of them are clones too. Then, also the same Gnostic text say that they got a counterfeit spirit that was here long before the white man was here. So we even had some messed up counterfeit spirits and stuff. We'll even say that in actuality that it was this particular demiurge that inspired whatever this priesthood, you call them Yakub or whatever, to even make this white hybrid human. You see what I'm saying? It was a hierarchy that inspired in this stuff, so they would be the major rulers to keep them in power. This shown and so what William Bramley was saying in the book, they just made that into aliens. So even your boy, David Icke, but they got the shit confused. You see what I'm saying? They got the shit confused. You see what I'm saying? Now, dealing with that, all this technology and stuff they got, it's like a hierarchy. But I do know the history of this stuff, the Theosophical Society and all that. And I've seen some of the doggone books from last century. Well, let's say the 1800s. And they started getting into all types of advanced stuff. And it happened right at a key time, right before the 20th century. And in the early years of the 20th century, at least the first 50 years of the 20th century, they just had a jump from being some motherfuckers on buckboards and shit, and horse and buggies. You understand what I'm saying? To a person got down flying in a damn magical skateboards and shit. You know, they got all kind of shit. The point I'm trying to make here is that somebody came in and they helped them. And so this stuff that what Bill Cooper and them was talking about, they were true, but they're throwing it off thinking it's physical aliens. And they channel from a hierarchy called the demiurge. We talked about this over and over and over again. Now, because this has a lot to do with the critical element we are in when it comes to this election. Now, in the Sanskrit text, they say, listen, these people can pray all they want. It is the goal of the devas. It's called the Deva-Shanic plane. It is the goal of the devas to never let man rise up to the lofty heavens. That is why we have to take this shit. Okay? Now let's go on. Now, so let's deal with some things. Let's deal with some things here. Moving right along. Let's see here. Or I'll get into that in a few minutes. Let me go into some of this election thing. This election thing, so we can understand something. Now, we're dealing with some real serious times at this particular time. Now, to go on into this thing, first of all, the first part of this election thing was that Mercury went retrograde, or like October the 18th or something like that. It'd be a month in retrograde till November 18th. Now they say anytime Mercury goes retrograde, and you think if you don't believe in astrology, you know, some old Christian, I don't believe in astrology. You know, that means if you believe in Jesus, that just signs you up just to be a fucking idiot all around. You don't believe in shit. Well, naturally, you believe in a motherfucker who don't exist, and goddamn, you can't believe in nothing. Then a white man at that. You know? But going into this thing, Mercury goes into retrograde for a month. Now, when they say it goes into retrograde, that means that no contracts or nothing. If you take anything that come together as a binding contract, during that particular time, it's going to fuck up. That's the first thing. So they had to make sure that whatever they did, they first got out of retrograde. You see what I'm saying? First got out of retrograde. That's the first thing they had to do, which was ending on the 18th of November. The next thing is the 20-year prophecy of the president dying in office. Every 20 years, and yes, they said the only one that escaped was Reagan. No, Reagan died in office. Now the clone, they cloned him. Because, you know, they had cloning since 1945. So the one that came back, now hell, that other guy got shot, and he fucked up today. That one that was with him, Brady. Yeah, Reagan gets shot point blank range. A 70-something-year-old man. He dies in office. They go and clone this particular one, and that's why you got that whole Alzheimer's thing. Because the clones, they only have a certain span that they live in, and they have down brain rot. You see what I'm saying? Then we got to ask this question, why this shit is rampant all of a sudden, this whole Alzheimer's thing. You see what I'm saying? Why is it so rampant? That means that there's a lot of clones in the society. And so therefore, once it gets a certain time period, the shit expires. So I just want to understand how the hell all of a sudden now everybody coming down with this thing. This don't happen in a vacuum like that. That means somebody messing with something, or we got to find out how many people are really down here. Talked about that the last time. You see what I'm saying? So Reagan dies in office. You see what I'm saying? Plenty of people talk about that, talk about that whole thing. Brother Dawood told you that thing 10 years ago. You see what I'm saying? So that's one key thing that they're actually dealing with. Now, what's actually going on is this. You remember I showed this Discover magazine, November 1998. November 1998. And it says a black hole in the Milky Way in the heart of our own galaxy beats and rules a mysterious realm of cataclysmic violence. And they talk about this Milky Way in their own galaxy. Now it's key because even in Valencia Stratton's book, and I lost the fucking page, but I ain't been able to find the damn thing, where he talks about a black hole in Sagittarius. A black hole that originates from Sagittarius. In cosmic prophecy, that your Hemmitt comet that came down 3 years ago, 97, originated from Sagittarius. So this particular black hole, man, where did I put the paper? In this Discover magazine, originates in Sagittarius. Okay? So they got to shut down all the stuff because Sagittarius came in on the 22nd. You know, it's debating 21st, 22nd, but the 22nd. They had to make sure that the whole shit was shut down at that particular time because they're dealing with the black hole. Now, going right along, Exhibit A. You remember the book, Fred Allen Wolf's book, Parallel Universe. Fred Allen Wolf's book, Parallel Universe. So let's draw this out to show you how this goes. You have, so draw this thing out. Y'all all right?
Yeah.
You want to take a break anytime soon, or you want to just
Yeah, I'm gonna let it roll.
Huh?
I'm gonna let it roll. So, you know, till the tape gets to the end.
Till the tape.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. You don't want to take a break tonight?
It depends on the people.
No, it's up to you. What you want to do? Huh? Yeah, okay, well, we're going to deal with some stuff right quick. Hold on. And we'll go into question and answer, too. Now, Parallel Universe, and it talks about it in this book. See if I can find the damn part and show you this. Fred Allen Wolf's book. He also has a book called Our Dreaming Universe. Our Dreaming Universe. And also, too, a lot of this stuff can be brought on in the realm of dreams. Well, now, which is interesting because, which is interesting. Well, I put a disclaimer. You can go and get the shit anyway, but let me get into this. I done did the chamomile. I done did the valerian root. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you though, they just don't get you far enough in the goddamn socket. And like the damn book of law said, you gotta take some strange drugs or some narcotics. Well, you seen on the Matrix that you can take the red pill or you can take the blue pill. Well, all I know is this cracker got a goddamn blue pill. I done tried all the other shit, but I'm talking about just don't get you far enough. Yeah, they got, and still, that shit is too natural for what we trying to go to. We trying to go to some stuff that's not natural. We trying to go to a dimension that's alien to this particular universe. And so therefore, you that goddamn cracker gonna make some shit. That cracker got a blue pill. And it puts you right up in there. Remember I said the last time I was here, I said that I was in, it happened the morning the last time I was here. I said that morning, I was in my body looking at my goddamn eye sockets. That's because I took the blue pill on your ass. They got a blue pill, a blue gel capsule, a unison. Now I put a disclaimer, you know, at your own risk or whatever type thing. It's just nothing but just a regular old sleeping pill. Ain't no more than some Somonex or some shit. You know, I had this shit for years, so you know. It ain't nothing but a regular old sleeping pill, basically. But I'm trying to tell you, goddammit, the blue pill, the red pill don't exist. The blue pill does exist. They got a green one too, but it can't drink no alcohol. You know what I'm saying? They tell you don't drink no alcohol. But, and you don't take shit every night, but I'm talking about, there's a realm in the dream realm that we gotta get to. And they don't want you doing that shit, and you cannot sleep good in America. Remember I talked about that? The key is to deprive you of your sleep. Sleep deprivation. Now remember the book? Your body's own wonder drug, melatonin. The key to shut down melanin is sleep deprivation. You know what I'm saying? Sleep deprivation. You remember all of that? So also, when they was talking about this in the book, and they talked about all the appliances that shut down melanin in the book. So therefore, you got a lot of things working against you, and in so many words, everything that's in your house shuts down melanin. Look, and I'm gonna get it. Y'all all right? Because we still on the same shit now.
You need to name some of those things.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna name some of the appliances right now. It's in this book. Your own. This is probably one of the best ones out. Melatonin, your own body, natural wonder drug. They got the appliances up in here. Even the damn electric can opener. You know, small shit. Electric pencil sharpener. How many goddamn times you use electric pencil sharpener? And number one, if I can't find it, let me see if I can find this thing. This is important. Hold on 1 minute. Y'all bear with me, goddamn. Let me turn this index. You know, this index. You know, it was interesting because I was let me see if they got it in here. See if they put this thing in here. Bear with me 1 minute. Let's see, between the electric appliances and see if can I find it. Because I want to name them out. I want to name them out now. 1 minute. Let me see if I can find. See, do they have it listed in here, even in the index? Electric fields, electrons. Let's see, EMF waves. So let's see, EMF. Okay, see EMF. Okay, 1 minute now. Bear with me 1 minute. See if I can find this thing. EMF waves, electric fields, 169. But okay, 169. We want to name some of these out if we can. No, that ain't it. Oh, I got it. Electric plants. Oh, damn, I even had the bookmark in it. It slipped down. Can opener, fan, electric shaver, vacuum cleaner, electric massager, hair dryer, microwave oven, electric pencil sharpener. Now that screwed me up right there. Power saw, electric drill, cordless drill, television, well, naturally, portable heater. Well, you know, especially black people, we got them goddamn space heaters. It's good to have them shits because they cut off the damn gas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas done burn up off them damn space heaters and shit. No, not that. Them damn kerosene shits. Killed up a lot of people. You ain't had a nigga back here last thing barbecuing in his room and burn his ass up? Nigga was barbecuing. You know, we take the barbecue grill to another level. Now, I know. I lived in damn Cascade Garden, had that shit Section 8. One motherfucker be pouring shit, but they got a barbecue grill chained up on that back porch. God damn it, boy, it don't matter. They barbecue, we some barbecuing ass people. And stuff. Television, electric heater, electric range, copy machine, photocopy machine, a fluorescent light, computer monitor, baby monitor, that fucking baby monitor. Now this the key. I say, now wait a fucking minute. I know this cracker is not necessarily so interested in getting you suitable for the information superhighway and all that shit to put a computer in all of the babies' classrooms. And why is it that goddamn Morris Brown was about to close down 5 years ago, and now you can't enroll in school not unless you got a damn laptop, mandatory. And what happened, they had all these corporations came and gave them just all these damn laptops. And you gotta have a laptop at Morris Brown to go to college. But yet this whole thing based on the computer. That's because the computer shuts down melanin. see what I'm saying? And especially they talk about with the children. Because see, not only that, you under that fluorescent light. I always wonder why I couldn't learn shit. Under that damn fluorescent light. You know what I'm saying? The nigga can get busy in the dark on any kind of thing. But that fluorescent light with the computer, boom, you got it. See what I'm saying? Computer monitor, baby monitor. What's that, brother?
Did he ever into the refrigerator?
Oh, naturally. Naturally, the refrigerator. Because shit, I got a new one that just came out. A 2000 model. Shit, the bottom of that thing get cold like damn Iceland. You put some shit in the regular refrigerator, that shit be ice. Not upstairs, but downstairs. And I mean, and you can hear that shit, man, in your bedroom, kicking on and doing all kind of shit. So I know, man, it's powerful. Them damn 2000 models is powerful. And this is a cheap one I got, and that motherfucker do miraculous shit. They say normal, you better turn that motherfucker halfway off of normal because it's going to freeze up. Everything. So, this is key also, too. Now, dealing with the dream realm is sleep deprivation is one. That's why I'm telling you. The blue pill is the one. I advise you not to do that.
Let me change.
You just figure y'all all into the health thing and all that kind of stuff here. But let me explain something to you about the health thing.
Bobby, let me change the tape, man.
I'm going to change the tape. The reason why I say that about the blue thing is because I'm telling you, I done tried it all. I'm an experiment. Now, when you go in far enough, when you wake up and the bed is soaked with sweat, and it's cold outside, that means that you have entered into the healing realm because that's the Kundalini energy. And a lot of the normal sleep patterns don't take you there because, remember I talked about in the other lectures how if you here's the doorway to the sleep realm. And this is the doorway to the sleep realm. And the more sleep you don't get, the more and more you come from the doorway. And so you got to build up time to get back to that doorway. And it might take damn near a year before you get up in there because you've had years of not sleeping. So this is an actual dimension. It's just like initiation because you're trying to get to dream time. Remember that shit? So they shut down the dance clubs. You know what I'm saying? So, the way it is, you might need a boost because the normal way don't get you in the doorway. Now, I done tried all this shit because I'm experimenting. But I found the blue pill on your ass, and I was up in the house, in my body, looking at my goddamn eye sockets. I said, look at this shit here. I was in my body, looking at my eye sockets. Well, remember, the ancient texts say that you are a nano being, a seed, which is your soul is down in the gastrointestinal tract. And when the soul rises up and sits into the seed, which is the pineal gland, you get illumined. But the soul is a small seed. We're not talking about spirit because everything got a spirit. But everything don't have a soul. Roaches got a spirit. A spirit is just what moves on the earth plane. So white people have spirits, but not necessarily souls. And goddamn niggas is debatable now. They done fucked us up so bad. With clones and all this stuff here and stuff. Because I remember, because you see some people ain't got no light. You see what I'm saying? You know when a person's soul is fucked up, when you have a person, they wash all day long, but something about them still be kind of dusty. You know how niggas say, you still look stink. You know what I'm saying? You can wash all day, they be washing 3, 4, 5 times a day, but it still got that little stink look to them. That's because something is fucked. That means the aura is not radiating because your goddamn soul ain't there. You see what I'm saying? You got some black people like that. You say, nah, something about motherfucker, this looks stink. You know what I'm saying? And they can wash all day and it's got that dusty look to them. That shit just don't get away from their ass. That's because the aura and something is fucked up and you know what I'm saying? And so you can see somebody that got an aura and stuff and you go, damn, that motherfucker is radiating. You know, you see a person, the aura is really lightened up and stuff like that. No, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened when Ginger left. I had that little massive cum build up. Y'all grown people, and motherfuckers say, God damn, you glowing. I said, yeah, these damn balls as big as hell. and shit, yeah, you glow too. Goddamn leave the thing. So now, you know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what I was saying is here. Okay, going back to this, because it goes back to that. We was talking about the whole thing based on we was talking about all the electromagnetic force fields that's going on. Blair talked about it, which is the electric disease, but all that's got something to do to hinder from the sleep realm too. Now I took the blue pill and I got up in there. You see what I'm saying? I got up in there and stuff. And I noticed that I ain't been, you know, lately I've been doing some, I've been taking the fucking Tanqueray instead. And as a, you know, oh, you sleep, but you ain't going no damn well, you know. I took the Slingeray and I've been taking the Tanqueray instead, and I noticed it ain't giving the same thing as it was of getting the real deal sleep zone.